The only animal Steve Irwin wouldn't touch with a 10-foot pole, the hippopotamus. Now yes, this diabetic pony might be the only animal on the planet to make Yo Mama look skinny, but it's still a baby-killing murder missile. Let me tell you why. 16 feet, 10,000 pounds, and the ability to bisect a human in one single bite makes it clear to me why Steve Irwin preferred to view these things from afar. And if you don't know what bisect means, I want you to think about cutting a hot dog in half. Now at first glance, I understand why looking at this giant leather submarine, you would assume that he's as obese as everyone sitting at McDonald's, but that's not the case. That's basically just a layer of skin, and they are entirely made of muscle. Now yeah, they can kind of swim by controlling the amount of air in their body to allow them to gain buoyancy, but the muscle makes them so damn dense that if they don't, they just sink and have to run on the bottom. Speaking of running, if you're ever running away from a hippo, you're better off pretending to be an armadillo and hide, because the fastest man on the planet can run about 27 miles per hour, hippos push 30. It's basically like trying to run away from a giant skin-covered train that has an appetite for everything that breathes and doesn't breathe, and an attitude of a guy on steroids. These dumpy-sized Dahmer animals also aren't safe with their own kind, because they do live in groups and sometimes will just kill each other. That's right, aside from being as athletic as an Olympian and as lazy as a Discord moderator, these hippos are also extremely jealous and sometimes will just murder the children that aren't theirs. Now, you may be asking yourself, why don't they just go make a baby of their own? Why do you have to kill baby hippos that aren't yours? But there's a reason that it's not the most successful thing on the planet. Have you ever been to your local zoo and you saw one of these signs by the plus-size wallet enclosure? It's not because they're just messy when they go to the bathroom. It's because in order to attract some angry plus-size pussy, the male hippopotamus has to create a shit fan. Really, he just starts shitting and pissing and flicking his tail around. It's kind of like throwing some dookie through a ceiling fan. And with two hippos, one cup being the prime method of mating amongst the land whales, I can see why sometimes it's not the most successful. Now after hearing about these poop-shooting, baby-munching murder missiles, I'm sure you can understand why no one keeps these as pets. Nope, that's a lie, someone did. I would like to introduce you to the hippo raised by a zookeeper, Humphrey. And boy was Humphrey a bad boy. The man not only took time to bathe Humphrey and also brush his teeth, take care of him, play with him, and all these other things, but Humphrey also sometimes got out of hand. Humphrey not only spent time murdering the animals in cages next to him, but he also chased a group of people up a tree and kept them there until they were rescued. And although Humphrey seemed happy with his owner, one day Humphrey snapped and mauled him to death because he's a hippo. Now, if you can't tell, I'm an animal guy, but I still can't get behind hanging around an animal that'll toss around a crocodile like a Twizzler. And in my opinion, this biological jaws of life is the apex predator to walk the earth. But swimming in the earth is a different category. That's all I got. Peace.